You are live.
We are live. Good evening, good evening.
So, yeah, good evening.
How are you? Where's my board?
Where's your board? Right then.
This is my job, you see. I have got my board here. Is it in frame, Nicola?
Yes, it is. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to At Home with the Fishers, starring Nicola and Chris Fisher, RPT. And our special guests this evening on episode 29 are our first couple on the podcast, T+G Making. Welcome.
How are you guys?
Hi there, both.
So let's see who's in the chat before we get started. I've been having a look at all different names popping up. So we've got Stace Makes, the Flaming Turner,
Good evening,
Wayne
everyone.
the Woodturner, T+G Making.
Oh, they're here every week.
I know.
Weird, isn't it?
Steve Twidell. Hi, Steve.
Hi, guys. Hi, Steve.
Who else have we got? No, there's somebody else. I've seen the name at the bottom, I think.
Brett
Sweet Wall Art. I think that's everybody. Hopefully I've not missed anybody.
Charles, thanks, Fiona.
Few studios. Yeah. So yeah, welcome everybody to this episode of the podcast. So
yes, how did we get to 29 so fast?
I know, can't believe it.
I mean, that's 29 weeks. That's
I know. So T+G. So there've been a few questions, I believe. So tonight we're actually going to turn things on their head, and we're going to start with the question: tell us something that the maker community doesn't know about you.
What our names? There you go. Let's do it like that. Oh, that doesn't help. No. T+G's over the top of Natasha. Doesn't matter. I'm otherwise known as Natasha, but my real name's Natasha.
So why are you known as Tosh?
When I was at primary school, I joined my fourth primary school. There were already two Natashas. So there was Titch, Tash, and Tosh. I was the last one in, so I got Tosh. So we're all about the same height, so it's a bit difficult to go between the Titch, Tash, and Tosh size-wise.
Yeah. So there you go. I think Leona had asked about that. What did the T+G Making stand for? So
Leona. And Thomas.
So now tell us a little bit about the two of you and what you do at the moment, because you're fairly new to making, are you?
Yes. Well, from the woodturning perspective, we are. We started nearly a year ago.
Yeah.
We started first by watching lots of videos on YouTube, and then Gareth decided it's time to actually get sorted. So we built a shed from scratch, having taken down the old one because it was being held up by paint.
It had a structurally reinforced shelving unit that kept the whole shed up.
Yeah, that was quite useful. Otherwise, it was just woodworm and paint. So we took that down, then built our shed, our workspace from the concrete up, and then we decided we needed more, so we built a second one. As you do, we needed more space, and so we now have his and her workshops next to each other. We've got a small lathe in the smaller shed where it tries to do most of the pens and things on it, or the smaller things on, and Gareth uses a bigger lathe than the other one.
Yeah, that's cool having his and her sheds.
Yeah.
It was just a bit crazy. We just needed more space.
Yeah.
I can do workshops.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So, tell us what sort of things you've been making over the last year.
You've been more productive on the bigger things. we started off making a ramp for the cat so she could get up onto places.
And she happens to be using it at this moment on demand.
And
She's 19 years old, so she's not exactly a young girl anymore.
Yeah.
And she's now going to decide to come right across the front of us to get to the opposite side. Well, this is going to be a disaster. Laptops everywhere.
That's rhubarb.
You coming through, Joe?
Okay, she's got to transfer to the other side of the sofa now. And then other bits and pieces where it's necessary. And then we started on some floor bowls. And then we joined, soon after we started, we joined a woodturning club here in Port Talbot. It's been fun. And then I started making pens after one of the gents at the club said, "You can make something." After me just observing for a couple of weeks.
You were just standing in the corner looking beautiful.
Yeah, thanks, dear.
As people know, Port Talbot's a bit of a steel industry area. So there's a lot of old school steel workers around. And they weren't necessarily used to having a young lady in the area. So we didn't have a young lady, but we made do with Natasha.
Thanks, dear.
That's you in the bloke shed tonight then, Gareth. Well, we first met, if memory serves right, at my Cardiff demo last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
You came and you hung out, and you said that you were about to get serious about making and things like that. And we had a lot of fun, and we had a good chat that day, and we've met since that as well, haven't we? So
Maker Central. We saw you at Maker Central the first year.
Yeah.
And that was kind of an adventure for us.
It was for many, I think.
Yeah, it was all that type of thing. And then we saw you again, at Cardiff, and then we saw you at Maker Central as well. Keeping you company, Nicola, whilst they were busy. Well, you were busy on the lake. And then when we saw you again when you were at Cardiff just recently, we brought our friend Keris for her birthday. That's what she wanted to do. You can't deny somebody their 16th birthday present comes to you. She did enjoy that. She'll be back up here at half term to do some more work.
Right, cool. Yeah. So just for the folks obviously that don't know, Tosh and Gareth had brought Keris.
Yeah.
He was 16 on the day, I think.
Yeah, it's birthday.
Yeah. So my first project that I gave Tosh, Keris. Yeah. So it was a great day. So if you're listening or you get to listen to this later on, Keris, I'll do.
And that's when we also experienced Bamber's glass cleaning service.
Yeah.
Glasses cleaning service.
Yeah, he's good at that. He's a
good worker.
Yes, yeah. So you've been doing the making for about a year, but what is it about making? Why do you make?
I think for me it was just doing something different. Because I've always made things, whether it be cooking when I was a kid, making chocolates and things like that. There's Bam. Making cards, making boxes, all that type of things, and then at one stage I was using technical Lego as well, just to do something different. Why not technical Lego? And then it was we do something else and started doing the woodturning turned up, which has been fun. Definitely been fun, and I've learned a lot. I'm still learning. I love it. And Gareth, what you?
Been creative for a while, but more DIY creative.
Yeah.
I don't like getting someone else in to do stuff that I think I can do myself. So if I haven't got the skills, I go off and learn it. And things like YouTube are great for that.
Yeah.
That's how I started finding things like wood turning on YouTube. Saw this strange cat called the Blind Woodturner there, and started following. And Nicola Fisher, that's another one I saw near the beginning.
Yeah.
Jim Overton, and you start going, hang on, there's some clever things that can be done around here. But yeah, wanted to give it a go. It looked therapeutic. It gets me away from the computer screen.
Yeah.
I spend far too much time in front of me normally.
Yeah, you do.
And it gets me out of the house.
Yeah. And there's a couple of people just saying that the sound's not particularly good.
Sorry, is that me talking quietly?
Is that better, guys?
Come closer.
That sounds a bit better for us. I don't know. Everybody in the chat, does that sound a bit better now?
Is that... They're all gone quiet.
Oh, that. Well, yeah, that is better.
Yeah, that does sound better to us as well. So hopefully,
I'm leaning forward then.
Yeah.
Getting ready to be the hunchback of Port Talbot.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So, when there's a background hissing sound, I don't know what that is. As long as the sound's better and you can hear it, then I think that's probably So you've been involved with the maker community. What sort of what do you like about being involved in the maker community?
Just the inspiration, I think, is a big one, isn't it? Just showing us that you can do things that are different, that you don't have to just go, oh, you have to do it this way, you have to do it this way. No, you can kind of twist things around if you need to. That's not a problem. You can make things, traditionally you use this tool for doing that, but it works using this as well. And just basically going, what happens with this? Trying things.
Yeah.
Experimentation and pushing the envelope, things like that. You get a lot of fun and satisfaction from doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, not being dangerous, just trying new things and new materials, and taking a well-known technique and putting your own spin on it, if I can say that, intended. So.
But it's getting inspiration, isn't it? Sometimes it's good to see something that somebody else does, and then kind of using that idea to create something for yourself. And it's good doing that. So, what did you think of Maker Central then? You've been to 2 of those.
Loved it, but it was different for the 2 years.
Yeah, it was.
The first year for me was just wow, and kind of understanding a lot more of what's out there. Whereas then this year's one was more about understanding the community side of things, because we've been starting to see people around that we then knew.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'd had instant message chats on the live stream here.
Yeah.
It was a very different experience, just as enjoyable, but in a different way.
Exactly.
Like even meeting inside.
Yeah,
he was in the queue outside. But he saw us acknowledge you as he went by, and then suddenly we found Si was behind us.
And we started talking to him as we walked in, which was that was just different. It was a different experience entirely.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Steve was saying, you're not using separate mics, are you?
No, it's only one mic, but I'm wondering if the laptop one's picking up the fan. Because there's more than one mic available, I can easily try and change it.
We're just going to switch the mic.
Okay. Let's try that one.
That one?
Okay, is that any better?
Whoa. Oh, yeah, massively.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah. It's the fan. Steve says it's the fan.
Yeah, it's all right. We've changed the microphone. So good.
Oh well, that's incredible. That's like you hear.
Oh dear. Sorry.
So, right, sorry. Tell us more about your Makers Central experience.
Oh, good grief. I've slept a few times since then.
Well,
it was fun. It was because we knew what we were going in for. It's the first thing this time when we went, we knew the first thing we wanted to do was go to the milliput stand.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's the first thing we wanted to do is go and get the turquoise milliput. That was it. After that, it's right, where are we going now? And then we just bumble off and go and do what we needed to do.
Yeah.
Which was fun.
Yeah. It's just such a great event, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And we just love meeting everybody and catching up with people that you probably only see once a year, and just seeing what everybody's doing. And
well, it's this, like I say, it's this global, melting pot of makers and creative and like-minded folk, and it's a lot of fun. You learn a lot. You have so much to talk about that you invariably come home going, damn it, I didn't get to say that and didn't get to meet them. And but it is amazing. It is an amazing weekend. Love it to bits.
Yeah. It was fun.
Well, hopefully they'll get another one organised in the not too distant future, but we'll just have to watch that space, won't we?
Yeah,
it sounds promising for this year, though.
Yeah. So what do you make plans at the minute? What sort of things are you planning to do over the next few months? You got any projects in
Well, there was this strange chap from Ireland that I was watching a couple of weeks ago, and he did something a bit strange. He had this large portion of hardwood, which was a bit bigger than usual, and he made it bendy. So I'm having a go at doing my own. But I need to put a lot more effort in before it flies off the lathe like this one did.
And work out how to make it a little bit more proportionately correct.
Oh, are you doing that on the lathe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gareth's working hard at that one.
So it's off-center fruit.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. No, that was fun. And with me, I've got a lot of people have asked me if I'd be so kind as to make them a pen. So,
I've got one.
I know you've got one as well.
You've got some before some of my family members.
Yeah.
I'm honoured.
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah, just don't tell my brother.
Yeah, because his is.
Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, his is still. It's got to go onto the lathe and actually be.
Everything.
It's not everything. It's just got to be turned because I've got it's a milliput one, and for some reason I went through this mental block with my milliput, and I couldn't. It wasn't turning properly. It wasn't coming out the way I thought it should do. So I went, fine, that's going to the back burner for a little while. I'll stick to the wood and deal with everything in the wood. So yeah, I'll stick to the wood for a minute and I'll get back to I've got to do it before Christmas. So I'll get back there. I've got a few milliput pens too. I've done the milliput bit, but I haven't done the turning side of things.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just going to take a bit of time, and but they've also, I want to see if I can do some different pens within that realm, because at the moment I've been really focused on the slim line, and I need to expand my repertoire, the amount of pens, the different styles.
Well, you're not short of kits, that's for sure. I mean,
There's
with Axminster alone.
Well, yeah.
It's dangerous taking her in there.
Hey, I was good last time. I only got a little bit of sycamore.
Don't tell Leona.
And no, but I went into the club a couple of weeks back, and one of the chaps there, he said went out to the car to get something. I came and he arrived just then, and he gave me this bag, and I started going, okay, what's that? And he actually cut a load of pen blanks to the right size with holes drilled in them. Some of them even had the brass in them as well.
Wow.
And I'm going, oh,
It was a lot.
thank you. Most of it is beech by the looks of things. Some of it might be oak, but
it's nice wood.
It is nice wood.
Yeah.
And so I've got those which are sitting, and some of them have been paired up with pen kits to turn. So I could just got to spend some time doing that.
Yeah.
Which is great fun.
It saved you a lot of time because
It did save me a lot of time.
Yeah, when you get a commission for quite a few pens, or you're doing quite a few pens for a shop or a gallery, and it's like that's the part that takes the longest, cutting them all to size, drilling them out, gluing the tubing. I mean, flipping heck.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. Yeah, so
there's a few pens to be made in your future.
She's rather busy.
A lot.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Probably 20 or more.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All different styles, all different colours, and different actual pens. Some people want fountain pens and haven't done that yet. So we're working on it.
Yeah. So what things would you like to do that you haven't yet tried?
Well, I'd like to do some more. I wouldn't mind having a go at maybe doing something that involves not just a basic pen, but doing something that involves maybe layering, whether it be getting some wood together and doing like I've seen.
Or segmenting
it.
Yeah.
Doing something like that. That would be quite interesting. Also, somebody suggested that I maybe have a go at doing crochet hooks. And other little things like that, because I'd like doing the little things. Whereas Gareth likes doing the bowls, and he's recently started a new one.
I like moving on to the bigger things, I think. I'm not as artistic as Natasha, whereas I seem to get away with doing bigger things, and the curves don't look too bad. I was wondering, Leona, what wood's this, please?
When it gets there.
I've been playing a bit with off-centered turning. Again, thank you, Mr. Twidell.
So it's
really enjoying that.
It's what he's done is he's got a bowl that he's made with what do you call that? A cone-shaped bowl, flat at the bottom, and then he's done some off-center turning, and then used a parting tool to put a line through it, and then turned it again and put a line through it, crossover to it.
So you have two ellipses intersecting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And then that's going to be filled with milliput, I assume.
Probably.
Yeah, I can't see what else you put in there. Yeah, thanks for that, Nicola. I was just trying to work out how to explain it nicely.
Yeah, I get that now. And then obviously you'll fill it with milliput and then turn that down and sand it.
Yeah, and turn it into another bowl. Gareth did a bowl for his mum's birthday. That was that involved milliput and inlaying of different colours and heart shapes into it, which there's a video on YouTube for that one, which was quite. I think you enjoyed doing that, I think.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really good. So if anybody has any questions in the chat for Tosh and Gareth, just post them and we can ask them your questions. So have you got any questions that you'd like to ask?
I had one before. Now you've asked me it. It's gone.
Okay.
I'll come back. I have got one. Right,
we're going. You think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, sorry.
Whilst you're thinking, so where can people find you online?
Besides the YouTube channel, you'll also, if you go onto Instagram and look for, oh God, I forgot my Instagram name. It's on my name because you haven't worked out Instagram properly for both of us for T+G. I'm getting a bit, I'm not as tech savvy as some people. What's mine? Anybody remember? I can't.
Okay, well, whilst you're having a look at that.
NNM Brown.
NMM Bound. Okay.
So NNM Bound.
Let's put it into the chat.
Gareth's going to put it into the chat for you. That'll make it easier.
Leona says, are you going to show your faces in the videos now that the mystery is solved?
But that means not putting the camera on the wood, and that's the important bit.
We could do a bit of both, couldn't you?
Yeah,
but
you could.
Gotta focus on what matters, and I don't matter.
Everybody matters.
Absolutely.
Everybody matters.
Yeah. So, Wayne says he's subbed to you. So, everybody, if you're not subscribed to T+G Making, do go and find them either on Instagram or on YouTube and follow them there. So,
yes, I've
That's very kind.
to ask.
Thank you.
Could there possibly ever be any demos from either of you in the future?
I think a bit more experience under the belt first.
Yeah, well, I didn't
Thanks,
mean.
Steve.
I didn't mean to, like, now, but anytime. Would you consider that? Would you like to share, what you can do? It's not like in a live forum.
It could be in the future once we're a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's more mastering some of the techniques, because I don't think you really should be teaching if you're not fully au fait.
Yeah. And I'm still figuring it out a lot. There are times I just go, what the am I doing?
Yeah.
Am I really doing this correctly? And I've started on my first bowl. I've hollowed it out and I started standing and things like that. I've just got to finish it. So it's only a little bowl. It's only about, what, 5 inches? Yeah, something like that. It's only a little one. It's made of, we got some what do you call it? A friend of a friend's died, and he had all this wood.
Dead man's wood.
And we call it dead man's wood, basically, which is a really bad way of saying things, but he had a lot of different types of wood within his garage, and so we've got a lot of it, and so we're using some of that up just to practice on. So it's interesting.
We have no idea what some of it is.
We got no idea.
It's not sycamore.
No, it's not sycamore.
So
yeah, and I've got to learn to talk on the videos as well, which I don't do.
But it's all time. I just thought I'd ask. I mean,
no, that's fine.
It's when you're ready, and I think Gareth was spot on there. You don't want to get up showing people techniques that could be considered as under par. So I think that's good advice actually you've given there, Gareth. Yes, you'd be up for it, but you want to have a level of proficiency first, so that it not only is it entertaining and informative, but it's safe and you know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. There's sometimes I kind of go, I don't think I was supposed to do that.
Admittedly, there's normally more than one way to do things.
Yeah.
And I know there's some people who don't like the idea of carbides. There's some that do. I'm in the middle. I use both.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
I'm trying to master the traditional before I say master. I'm trying to get to grips properly with the main tool, the original tools, before I go onto the carbides more. The carbides are better for doing the milliput though. So I don't know.
Yeah, mix it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, mix it up.
Just asked, whereabouts in the UK do you live, and would you be interested in a visit from the creator van?
Well, we're South Wales, in the Port Talbot area.
Yeah.
There is, probably down the club, they would be able to accept a creator van.
I think they would, yeah.
And it's near to a school.
Yeah.
And they probably got the contacts there as well.
And they do have within the where the club is, they do have a lot of visiting other groups within the community centre. So
there's potential.
Yeah, there is always potential, and it's a good idea. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, there you go. Get yourself down to Welsh Wales, Steve.
Welsh Wales. I didn't know there was another. So.
Well, the Welsh Wales area is kind of going through a bit of an evolution, isn't it? Soph's involved. And just sorting out the Welsh Makers group on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. She
not many
started
in it at the moment, though, is there?
No, there's only a few, but that's all right.
So we've got our first get together on Saturday.
Yeah,
over towards the Severn Bridge.
There's a nice timber yard there, and that's got lots of things, lots of blanks for all sorts of things.
Lots of goodies.
And it's in an ancient woodland.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Yeah. Sounds...
Oh, it's a lovely place to go, and that's why I took Natasha there for our anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Natasha was the one that wanted to go, not me.
It was good though. I came back with some nice bits of wood and all sorts of things. It was nice, and then they've just opening up a cafe there, and all the bits that they're using in it are made from reclaimed wood, whether it be from a school that's been taken down or.
It's looking like it'll be really pretty.
It looks like it's going to be really nice to get there. Since the last time you saw it, it's still a work in progress. So that's what we're doing.
Cool. So I've got one last question for you. What would you say to a new maker? What would your advice be?
Go for it.
Yeah.
If you don't get your hands dirty, you're never going to find out.
Yeah, don't be afraid to make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, okay, that didn't work, try something else.
Yeah.
And
even mistakes don't mean the end of the world.
No.
I'm not sure if anyone's seen Caitlin's latest video.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah. She didn't let a ball breaking apart stop her. That was really good to see.
Right. No, we've not seen that, have we? Yeah. Oh, we'll have to watch that.
No, she only went up earlier.
Right.
Yeah, it's in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll have a look at that. Yeah, it's true. It's called a design modification. But it's about finding the way, isn't it?
And she got to do a bit of a jigsaw puzzle. But no, it's been good for me. I mean, I got ill 4.5 years ago, and I gave up work. I had to give up work because I had to give up driving for a little while. I had to do a lot of things which I couldn't do, and so I had to do something. And I started with the Lego, and then I went walking. I started going to a local country park, Margam Country Park, and I went there, and we started walking there, and I got involved with that, with volunteering there, and that got me more motivated to start doing something other and get myself back in gear. And it's great fun being ill for about the first 2 months. After that, you start going a little bit crazy, kind of going, what I need to get out of here, how to get out of here. And so, took 6 months, and eventually I worked out that I was never going to go back to full-time work. That's not going to happen. And it's been, and then I find out other things that get my creative juices flowing again, because the medication even that I was given when I got ill kind of took away my creative side. And then you kind of go, what do I do now? So I did. I went, okay, pick yourself up, girl, get on with it, and started walking, got into the photography again, and doing all that type of things. Love taking photographs of the wildlife that I see around. I like taking photographs of the wildlife we have in our garden. And then I go to the park and I see the deer, and I see all the other wonderful wild waterfowl and things like that. And it's just brilliant. And I love doing that. But that got me out of the stuck at home stage, which is, as it talks about in previous Maker Mondays is the depression, the isolation, the anxiety, all that type of thing. All goes with, oh shoot, I've suddenly got an illness. What do I do with it? And I worked it out. It's taken time. I've got there. And then being able to go into the workshop and just disappear into the lathe and just forget about everything else is brilliant. And occasionally you get a bee or fly or something flying in when you got the door open. Go away, I haven't got time for you. And that type of thing. And it's brilliant. And then you see a jay flying past while you're on the lathe. It's like, oh, where did that come from? All those type of things. And it's so soothing now going into the workshop and working things out and being able to just get out of the house. Now I work part-time and I don't have the pressure of work, and I can concentrate on coming to terms with my illness, which has been hard work. I've got there. I know it will take a lot longer. There'll be more to do. So yeah. But that's me. And you get on, when you need to be creative, it's really difficult when you can't be creative because you haven't got that creative juice anymore, and you've got to get it back somehow. So you figure it out. You go and go, okay, I need to do, what can I do? And you go into nature, you go and just forget about the rest of the world for a bit. And then you work out, oh, look, I've never been to one of these things before. And you find something new, and you just, it's working through the anxiety and the depression when you need to.
Yeah.
Well,
keep on turning.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
So many people have said how beneficial making has been when, you know, they've been ill or they've had anxiety or some other health issue. You know, it has been, it's amazing, isn't it? How many people say the same thing.
Physical disabilities and mental problems. It's just a great way to forget about, you know, some of life's more, you know, somber moments, and just have lots of fun and focus on something different for a while.
Well, I'm really glad that it really helps you.
It does.
Yeah, and you know, it's been lovely meeting you when we've been to Cardiff and Maker Central, and it's been great having you on the podcast. Thank you so much
for having
us and sharing your story of making as well.
Yeah, thank you guys. We have had some great chats, and we've had a lot of fun hanging out with you at Cardiff and Maker Central and stuff. So yeah, it's been a joy and an honour. Are you going to hang around and listen to us waffle on?
Yeah, we will do. Yeah. Can't get rid of us that easily.
All right, that's cool. Well, feel free to join in if you want to. And Nicola, of course, will keep watching for any questions. But yeah, thank you so very much, guys. So there you listen, everybody. It's Tosh and Gareth. That's the T&G.
Yeah.
You've got the names now. You've seen the faces. So please subscribe, support them, and they're a great couple, and you know, a very worthy addition to the maker community. So long may it continue, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
Thank you.
So then,
what shall we start with?
What should we start with? Let's start with what do you want to start with?
Let's start with this.
Let's start with this. All right, yeah, Nicola wants to start with a little gift.
Yeah, this arrived in the courier today, didn't it?
It arrived in the courier.
In the courier, with the courier.
Yeah.
So this is going to be going on the wall there. Da, da, da. Are you ready? Woo!
Want me to hold it?
Yeah, it's not straight. That's it. Yeah. So this was very kindly made for me by Maple Tree Studios. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Dale. You've made me very happy.
Yeah, it's I'm a big Hello Kitty fan, and that's going to look absolutely great up on the wall. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah,
I've had a good feel. Obviously, it's tactile.
I know, it's lovely.
And you've got this little gap that goes all the way around, and for me, it gives a great.
It's got the whiskers as well.
Yeah, it gives a great sensory experience, and the wood smells fantastic too. So I'll give that the obligatory sniff around the back of it. But yeah, no, it's a wonderful piece of work. Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, thank you so much. So next week it will be hanging on that wall over there. So it will be in our maker corner. Yeah.
I'm just pretending it's on the back wall over.
It'll be on our maker corner. So in the corner over there we have all sorts of things that we've been gifted, and everything that we've been generously given sits over there. So yeah, it will be going in our maker's corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it.
Yeah, Nicola was overjoyed when it arrived. Yes, well, thank you very much.
Well, we heard it coming, didn't we? Because we heard a little beep.
Well, we heard him scan the parcel before he rang the bell.
Yeah.
Because we both went, did you hear something then? And then it went bing bong the door. So I went, yeah, it's a courier. So yeah, thanks, Dale. Wonderful. Yeah, we've got some amazing gifts. Haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's nice because, you know, often I'll look at what we've got over on those shelves, and you know, you remember each person that's given something to us, and
never forget
when we got them, and so yeah, it's
a catalyst. It's a catalyst for great memories.
Yeah,
and you know, and good friendships that have been formed. So you know, even me, you know, not being able to see them, I can touch them and go, wow, yeah, I remember that. And it's like, you know, the pen that, you know, you got off T&G, you know, it's just like, yeah, every gift is so special and means a lot to us. Yeah.
So, shall we say the big news then?
Tell them the big news.
Well, the big news is we're going to be moving house.
Yes, we've decided to relocate. We've decided to escape to the country. Now, where we live here, it's semi-rural, so it's not like a little village, and just 10 minutes away, and you're in the Lancashire countryside. But you know, 10 minutes the other way, and you've got Chorley Town Centre, which is having some really nice development work done to it. They're putting a new cinema there and a new M&S. But Nicola and I, you know, we love the countryside, and Nicola especially loves the countryside. And our past few short breaks have been at Biggin Hall, which is a country house hotel that's privately owned by James and Annie, who we get on really well with. It's a wonderful old country manor house that was probably, you know,
the food's amazing.
Yeah, and it dates from 1672. Anyway, it's in this little village, and you know, it's sort of like there's only 15 homes there or something like that. A little parish church. We love it, and you know, it's a short drive to beautiful places like Hartington, and it's just an amazing place. And even I can appreciate it, you know, and the smell, and you know, the wind, and so yeah, we're moving to
Derbyshire.
Yeah, we're moving to Derbyshire. So we've been very busy because the house, well, the for sale sign will go up tomorrow. So we've had the estate agent round and the valuers, and
the pictures.
We've had the pictures done, and so it'll be on the website in the next couple of days. The brochure's been done.
Yeah, that's emailed just before we came on here.
All right, okay. So yeah, we're going full on country. We're going not just semi-rural. We're going, you know, we're going very rural. It's just a wonderful part of the world. You know, you've got the Peak District there, and yeah, we love it round Biggin and Worm Hill.
Yeah,
you know, obviously we're not a million miles away from Buxton, where we've been looking at. We've been down and we have viewed a few properties, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we've got a couple that we're really keen on, but we're not going to tell you any more than that. We don't want to jinx anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a great valuation on our little ranch here, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we're doing all right. So we're moving. There you go. So that is
obviously it has to have a workshop.
Has to have a workshop.
And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at
you get some amazing properties.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of bang for your buck in Derbyshire. And prices can be a bit steeper right in the middle of the national park. But you get a lot for your money, and one of the places we've seen, it's got a workshop. So if it's not got a workshop,
we're not looking at it.
We're not looking at it. It's got to have a workshop, because I need to move and pretty much, get at it straight away and keep tinkering and needing a base to do the demos from.
I think Gareth's going to say something.
Go on.
I was waving at Chris and then went, that was pointless.
Nicola tapped me on the leg saying, Gareth wants you.
So I can understand why you want the workshop there, so you can get started straight away. Would you be tempted to do your own? Because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people here that will come and knock one up in an afternoon.
Like a barn raising.
Well,
raising the barn.
As a contingency, if the property we've got in mind falls through, and a beautiful property elsewhere that's got the room for a big, it's got room for a workshop, but needs one assembling. We could have a barn raising.
Because I know the rest has got his own little church going. You could have a chapel, I suppose.
Well, the first property we went and looked at was a chapel.
Yeah.
Cool.
Believe it or not, it was too small.
Well, there've been quite a few chapels. I've probably seen about 3. They're up for sale at the minute. And they're beautiful. I mean, there's some really lovely houses, but some of them just don't have a workshop or space for a workshop. But the chapel we went to see, it was quirky, wasn't it?
It was quirky,
but it was way too small.
Yeah, the chapel itself was small, but it was beautiful garden, 2 terrace gardens, each had a pond in. It came with its own paddock, But
we probably just about got all the furniture in my study in it, and then not much else.
Way too small.
Yeah.
So we need 2 bathrooms, definitely. Need a workshop. But the property, and also we want classical period features. We want some real fires.
Log burning
stoves. Our main point of interest actually at the minute, that's got a real fire in every room.
Wow.
It's got a cellar. It has got a workshop.
When you say cellar, do you mean dungeon?
No, it's not that big. I could have a Halloween haunt down there, but it's got a sort of what you'd call, it's got the arch ceiling in the cellar, the vaulted ceiling. And the workshop, in its former life, what the building is intended for, even the workshop has got the original real fire in there, the grate.
Wow,
nice.
So it'll be nice and toasty in there. So that's.
And there's somewhere to put all the bits of wood you can't repurpose.
Exactly, you can just, off-cuts and bits, that are just too far gone and you can't do anything with, it'll fuel the fire. But we don't want to give too much away, because this is our dream property and we don't want it to fall through, or we don't want to get gazumped on it. But it is an amazing place, and we fell in love with it, didn't we? And we put an offer in on that day, didn't we? And the offer's been accepted. We just need to sell this. This one. So
we're kind of
we're on the cusp of offing, aren't we? But
we've practically redecorated. I've chosen curtains.
Oh yeah, we've moved in already. It's got a workshop that used to be we think probably a stable back in the day. It's got 5.
That would make sense.
It's got 5 bedrooms. It's got 2 bathrooms. It's got the cellar. It's got a sunken courtyard garden. It's got a balcony off the dining room, so you can sit out. That's raised above the sunken courtyard. What else?
Sounds a bit posh.
What else has it got? Well, it's got sort of like it's got the parlour, it's got the lounge. Oh, and one part of the building can be locked off. This is the good thing. Can be locked off and isolated because the current owners have used one end of the house as a holiday let B&B.
Yeah.
So we're thinking Woodturner. So one end of the house can be locked down, so the guests have got their own little place. So
it's a nice idea, but you know,
it's ticking all the boxes. So yeah, we're just
yeah. I mean, obviously it's early days, and we've just got to wait and let things evolve. But yeah.
Well, we put an offer in. They accepted the offer. You know, we've got to sell this, and as soon as this is sold, then they will put the sold sign up on there. And it's an amazing place. We love it.
Yeah. So anyway, whatever happens, we'll be
no matter. And if
we'll be living in Derbyshire. So
no matter what happens, if we're not lucky enough to keep hold of that place and we do get gazumped, then we're still moving because that's where we're going.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of contingency properties, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still looking just in
case.
Yeah. Not put all our eggs in one basket, but.
Yeah, so there's that. That was good news.
Yes,
very big news. So yeah, we're off.
We went to Horton Tower, didn't we?
Horton Tower, yeah. They obviously would mention this. They'd been in touch and asked me to make items for their new gift shop / ticket office. So I'd made some lovely magic ones. I'd made 9. I don't know if any of you had seen them on our Instagram or Twitter and whatnot, but made the magic ones, did some smaller items, some pens. They've got an elm bowl that's been power carved and coloured and textured and all that sort of stuff. So we were there the other day. That went really good.
Yeah. And I put a video that you'd made with your abracadabra.
Oh yeah.
And the fire. So that was on Instagram as well.
Oh, the one that Matthew did.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Is it good?
Ones. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. I've not listened to that.
So that was on Instagram. Steve says, "Are you going to do a Monday Halloween special?"
All being well, yes, I think we should, because it is. I love Halloween. I love horror films, as you all know. I love it. So I think we should, Nicola, make a note of that.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, we should.
It's a good idea, that, Steve.
Yeah, we should do a Halloween special, and we can, maybe talk about things that go bump in the night.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
great idea, Steve.
Yeah, cheers.
On the list.
Cheers, love. So there's that. What else have we done? What else have you
went to? I went on a writers' retreat all day Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was organised by something called Writers HQ, and they have these writers' retreats dotted around the country. And you go, and it's 10 till 4, and there's food and drink, and you sit there. You usually take a writing project that you want to work on, and you start off doing 30 minutes, and then the alarm goes off, and you stop for 5, and then you do a bit more. So you do it in sprints, then you have some lunch, then you do about 3 more sprints in the afternoon. So it was really good. All the people there were very focused, so it was dead silent when everybody was working. So everybody was very serious about it. But it was interesting, talking to the other people and hearing about the projects that they were working on. They were all very different, all different ideas. There was a guy who was writing his 3rd book. He'd had 1 published. The 2nd is due to be published, and this is his 3rd one in a trilogy. there were a couple, two cousins who were writing a fictionalized family history based around their family, but with some elements that they were sort of making up to fill the gaps. So yeah, it was good, and I finished a couple of things. I finished a short story that I'd been writing, so I just need to get somebody to read that for me, because it's got some steam engine references in. I just want to make sure that the information I've put in is actually accurate. But that's done, and I started working on an ebook, and I've still got some more to do on that, but it's probably 70-80% done. So yeah, it was really
you were
good.
Busy bunny that day, weren't you?
Yeah, and
we took a photograph as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. We were surprised. I think by 3 o'clock we were all feeling a bit. Well, you know, it's kind of, we still got another hour to do yet, but yeah, it was really productive. And it was at Elizabeth Gaskell's house in Manchester, so it's near the universities, and it's a lovely house. And I just took a picture from the open gate, and the sun was coming through, and it was literally just a very quick shot because I didn't have a lot of time. And they've reposted it on their account today, so that was nice. It's always nice when someone shares your stuff. So yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And you potted about at home whilst I
did.
was there,
I did. Jack, you know what, that day?
Jack, nothing.
Yeah, I listened to, funnily enough, talking about spooky films, listened to the reboot of Carrie, the Stephen King novel about the girl with telekinesis. Telekinesis. Yeah, listen to the reboot of that. I've listened to it before, but I'll listen to it again. I've been binge watching some Only Fools and Horses from episode 1, so I'm still trawling through season 1, series 1. So I've been listening to some of that. I've been in the workshop doing these key rings for Biggin Hall in Derbyshire, because I'm making little key rings which are Christmas gifts for their guests, the female guests. And they've got a member of the family turning some items for the guys. Yeah. So I've been doing that sporadically. We've cleaned the house about 4 flipping times from top to bottom. We've had, obviously, you know, a valuer here, and then the estate agent, and then the photographer for the estate agents, and then the woman that will be actually conducting the viewings. She's coming round on Friday to get an idea of the property and how things work and things like that. So yeah, we've been really busy. So that's been going on. And oh yeah, people have been mentioning actually that, you know, flipping out, Bamba's looking a bit bigger. You know, gosh, he's a lot bigger. So he'd been to the vet a couple of weeks ago because he had a little sore on his elbow. It's almost like a little friction burn he'd got, or a pressure wound. Anyway, they prescribed some steroidal cream that's worked really well. So they weighed him, and we've gone back 10 days later today for a follow-up to make sure that it's healing, and it is healing. It's coming along nicely. And he put even more weight on. So the thing is, we are really diligent with his food, and he only gets what he's allowed to have, and he never has, you know, and this is faithful, you know, we've never once deviated. He's never had a sausage under the table or a bit of chicken, you know, a couple of slices of ham. You know, you can't do it with a guide dog because it's just teaching them bad habits. So, and you know, he goes free running is where you take him to the park and you let him go, and he has a special collar with bells on so I can hear where he is, and he's still been putting weight on even though his food has never changed since the day we got him, and he gets exercise. Anyway, the vet, she said, you know what? She said, I've got a feeling that he might have a thyroid problem. So she said, I'll just take him and take some bloods now. She says, because that'll account for the weight gain and possibly this little skin condition. So she took some bloods and then weighed him again. and he, you know, he put on, you know, weight,
bit more,
yeah, a bit more. So we're like, oh, you know, what's causing this? And you know, you start blaming yourself and doubting yourself, and you start almost preparing yourself then for a bit of a bollocking from your guide dog instructor, saying, you know, what you're doing, you know, you're overfeeding him and he's got to go on a diet and things like that. So, you know, there is a little bit of anxiety involved with it all. So anyway, good results came through. She called me this afternoon, and he has come back positive for quite not serious, but quite a
low reading.
A low reading, yeah. He's got a reading of 10 now. I don't know what these numbers mean medically, you know, but he's got a number of 10, and it should be between 30 and 60. So really, in a way, I breathed a sigh of relief because, yeah, we're right. So we're exonerated. You know, we're not like mistreating him or doing anything wrong. He's got a hyperthyroid condition, quite a severe one. It's not life-threatening or anything.
And now we've thought about it, I mean, normally Bamba would be here under the table, but he hasn't been up, has he, when we've done a podcast?
No.
For a few weeks. And we just thought, he's getting older, he's sort of settled and he's happy downstairs. But I think it's because he's obviously not 100%.
Well,
and when we went to the park last time, he really didn't want to run, did he? He wasn't.
No, he sort of like
he
a bit
was
clingy,
really,
clingy, wasn't he?
half-hearted about it.
So that's another symptom, you know, lethargy. So we've got to go back tomorrow. They're going to put him on meds, 2 tablets a day for a month, and then he'll have another blood test. But it's, you know, it's treatable. It's fine. I've phoned guide dogs today and let them know, you know, that he's got a dodgy thyroid at the minute. So that accounts for the weight gain. So we just thought we'd share that with you. He's happy enough in himself, and he's playing and he's eating. You know, it's nothing serious. It's just, you know, why is he putting on weight? Why? You know, he gets exercise. Obviously, you know, he's working and walking with me, and then he goes to the park a few times a week and free runs and things. So there's no reason at all why he should have been putting on weight, apart from a medical condition, which it's come back and he's got a condition. So there you go. So I'm not worried about it. I don't want to worry about it, but I've done all I can do. You know, you take him to the vets because he had a sore on his elbow. It turns out it's related to his thyroid, hence the weight gain. So we've done everything we can. We've informed.
Well, at least we know what it is now, and you know, if he'd not had the sores on his elbows, then you know it might not have come out as quickly. So
yeah. So nobody call him fatty when you see him. He's quite sensitive. He's not fat. He's not. He's. I mean, he feels great. He's in great condition. You know, he's not fat, but he has put on a fair bit of weight. Since I got him. So you know, it's in the region of 7 kilo. He's put on in 2 years.
Well, we just thought that he was sort of maturing and he had got a bit bigger and taller and put on a bit of weight just through natural growth. But yeah. So he's feeling a bit. I don't know, lethargic, isn't he? I think, but he's happy enough. So I'm going to give him extra hugs and cuddles and everything. What? Steve Twidell.
What?
Bamba isn't fat. His dad, however.
Well, I think that was a bit harsh, if I'm honest. I don't know where that came from. Bamba. Kill. Well, thank you very much, Steve. You know, you think you've got friends in this world. You really do. And, you know, you shouldn't mock the afflicted anyway, pal. You know, I'm here with a severe life-changing disability. And, you know, you're picking on my... Look, anyway, I'm built for strength, not speed. You know that. So, there you go.
So, what else have we done? We
I don't know all I can think about now. Is that I'm fat?
Leona says she'll hit him for me.
Leona, you give him a clip round that bloody ear hole, or both of them. Honestly. Oh.
What else have we been doing? We went to see our friend Andrea and David on Saturday, and we had a very nice meal. And we had some lovely stew and dumplings, didn't we? That was good.
That was chicken stew.
Yeah, chicken stew.
Homemade chicken stew and dumplings. And they've renovated their kitchen. And
yeah, they've been it's been the job from hell, hasn't it? They had a builder in who seriously let them down. So I think it's taken about 10 months, but it's a good job, isn't it? It looks lovely.
Yeah, the kitchen felt amazing.
Yeah.
So we had a good night and a good chat, and they're thinking of buying a property in Greece, aren't they?
Yeah.
As a holiday home.
Yeah.
So they're travelling to and from Greece whenever they can.
Yeah.
So that was it was a good night. Interesting.
Steve says happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday, Steve, you shit. Yeah. Wait till I get a grip of you, man. Nicola, you'll have to tell me where he is, but when I found out where he is, you're having it, soldier. Tell you.
So
I had put my fighting days behind me until that. Now you're going to get a proper thrashing.
Everybody's wishing you happy birthday now.
My birthday is in a month, actually, folks. So I'm sure you'll get a Facebook notification. So I'm 50.
Yeah, 50.
50 in a month ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've never been kicked, kissed, or run over. I've been insulted a couple of times.
Oh, you've never been kissed? Ask Bamba to come back.
Yeah, even he's not up for it. So
have we got anything else to say?
Well, everyone knows about the move, and I describe the property. I'm going to be really naughty now and tell people something.
What are you going to tell them?
I'm not telling them where it is or anything.
Right.
Yeah, so that property that we put an offer in, it is actually an old coaching house. There you go. So it gives you an idea of sort of, very good.
Yeah.
There you go. Just like that, we described it pretty much. So it's an old coaching house. So what will be my workshop is the old stable, we think.
Yeah.
And it's got sort of like double wooden doors that open out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So. Well, I haven't got anything else. Anybody got anything else they'd like to add?
I'd like to add that you need to go to the shop and get me a bottle of wine. Because I'm feeling a bit slim. No tonic.
Right.
Anything,
okay.
So,
okay.
I thought I'd add that. No, I could do with...
Yeah, we're just discussing our shopping list now.
Yeah, I'm in the mood for a bottle of wine tonight.
So, anybody
Seeing as it's my birthday, Steve, eh?
It's degenerating this now. So, on that note, unless anybody's got anything to add, I think we shall say good night.
No, we gate crash.
Oh, right, yes. Yes. So, who would like to gate crash? Now, we'd like to suggest someone who's not gate crashed before.
Yes.
So, if anybody would like to join us for 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I want Nicola to go at the shop and get me a bottle of wine. So, come on, let's have it.
So, anything else you want to say? Anything?
No. It's been a busy week. It's been a fun week. We went to Lancashire Makers. Yeah. I had some items in a gallery, and apparently nothing's selling. And I, had some pieces in there, and they've said you can have these back. They said they're beautiful. Everyone comments on how beautiful they are, Chris. But I think I just wanted too much money for them. So you live and learn. But guide dogs, talking of guide dogs, their Christmas fair, they've asked me to come and show my wares at the Christmas fair, haven't they?
Yes. I'm just reading a comment from Scott, and
All right.
I'm not sure whether I can read it out. So,
All right.
Steve says he loves you really, Chris.
I know, mate. I know. Listen, it's only your dear friends that you'd let get away with stuff like that. So, yeah,
well,
I know you do. I love you too as well, my friend.
Nobody's coming up. I'm not sure if it will work. David, are you going to do it? Well, let me send you the link and you can try.
Dave who?
Julie. Right, David, here's the link. You just need to click on it and it should open up a window for you. And then I can add you into the chat. So give it a go. So
don't be shy, give it a try.
Yes.
So yeah, we've been busy.
Yeah, unmute.
Hello.
I was just warning Natasha I was unmuting, and she decided to start talking and confuse you. Sorry.
It's all right. All right.
No, it's fine.
So whilst we're just waiting for David to see if he can enter the chat.
Yeah, we'll just sort of like have a roundup, a recap. Yeah, we've been busy doing lots of different things. Been to the vets. We're house hunting. Yeah, this is up for sale. So I've lost count now of the amount of times I've wiped around the kitchen and
I think it's working.
Oh, it's working.
So next week we have the Blue Light Turner creator since 2016 joining us on the podcast. So yes, so hello, David.
Woo! Hello. All the way from wonderful
Denmark,
Jutland.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good. So what have you been up to?
Well, as much as I'd like to, I've not been on the workshop that much, but getting ready for Christmas markets and fairs and such.
So just asking, David, how have you been feeling? Are you?
Oh, I'm on top.
Are you back on top now, my friend? That's good. And how's the lovely Tova? Is she okay?
She's fine.
Wonderful. So yeah, David is an amazing woodturner. Originally a Brit, but has lived in Denmark for many, many decades.
51 years.
51 years. And David's been over to UKIS and Maker Central. So I'm sure you know him.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying hi, David, and Christine and Michael Hesseltine. You'll know them from UKIS.
Yes.
And Maker Central. I think you've been to Maker Central, haven't you, Christine and Michael? Sure we've seen them there. So, what are your plans? What have you got coming up in terms of making projects?
Well, I got some segmented rings from Leon.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I'm starting gradually making some bowls and putting those rings in. So I'm hoping I'll get some done before Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Any other little projects? You know what do you make generally for Christmas fairs?
I've been making snowmen. I've been making snowmen with funny hats and also some Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, cool.
So I've not done work on my scroll saw for some time.
Yeah. Are you making some fruit for Steve?
I have sent some to Wayne.
Yeah.
I got a message to say they had arrived.
Oh. What did you send? Can you hear us, David?
Sorry?
What did you send to Wayne?
3 apples and 3 pears.
Ooh. That sounds good. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of these.
It's going to be a big fruit bowl.
Yeah, I think. Are you having trouble hearing us?
Yes.
I just said I'm looking forward to seeing these finished fruits in the bowl.
I've had a picture up on Facebook, but
right.
I'll send you one on the messenger.
Okay, all right.
On Viber.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Well, I think we'll finish here now.
Does he look healthy?
He looks healthy. Yeah, he looks healthy.
He's still handsome devil, aren't you, Dave?
Just give me half a minute.
He's disappeared now.
You're not going to comb your hair, have you?
Yeah, he said the C word, Steve. I can't believe it already.
Oh, yeah, Christmas.
Twice he said it.
Can you see this?
No.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
It says, what a difference Dave makes. What a difference a Dave makes. Hey, that's good.
Hey.
That's great.
You got your own merch.
Yeah, you got your own merch, David. That's really cool.
But over here, I'm known as Dr. D.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to speak with you. We're going to end the podcast now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lovely talking to you.
Funnily enough, Nicola and I had a conversation about you and Torva today, and it was
sent him a message
today. We're long overdue a bit of a catch up, Dave, with you and Torva. So yeah, if Nicola's got that in hand, wonderful, and we'll speak to you very soon. Then
yeah.
As I said earlier, you call when you got the time.
Yeah, when's that then?
We'll be about 2021 at the minute. No, we won't.
No.
Nicola, how do you manage with doing your work when you're looking after Chris?
I get up very early.
Yeah. Nicola gets up before me so she can get some writing done and some thinking and everything.
Yeah.
No, but I meant you still have your job, don't you?
Yeah.
But can you come and go as it suits you?
Well, no, but I have to book holiday and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's not ideal, but it works. It's just hard work. So, right, yeah.
So, well,
it's lovely talking to you all.
You too.
And, nice seeing you, Tosh and Gareth.
Lovely to see you, sir.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Cheers, everybody.
Thanks,
Take care.
David.
Bye-bye.
See you soon, Dave. Thank you.
And thank you very much to our guests today, Tosh and Gareth,
Yes.
T+G Making.
Yes, it's put a lot of myths.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know about these myths.
Yeah, I don't know about the myths.
Yeah, you gotta think of other ways now to be mysterious, guys.
Yeah.
So like I say, wonderful having you. We think the world of you, and onwards and upwards. Yeah.
And thank you very much to everybody who's been watching and in the chat, and for joining in tonight. We really appreciate you being here.
Yes, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I've just knocked the microphone off. Don't forget
I still hear you.
Yeah, okay. That's a bad thing. Anyway, do all the stuff you need to do to support us and support Tosh and Gareth and support everybody and spread the love, guys. So speak soon.
Thanks for all your nice comments.
Take care all.
Take care.
Bye. Night.
Bye.
Bye.